Good evening, and welcome again to Pumping Up with Hans and Franz, the informative training program for achieving financial success.
Once again, I am Hans.
And I am Franz, and we just want to pump
you up.
Hey, how you doing? Hans Schaff here, the real Hans, and coming to you from traffic here in LA, California. It's actually given me a good opportunity to make some videos, so I'm actually grateful for the traffic, because when you're going 80 miles an hour on the freeway, not very conducive for making videos. A couple turns, people kind of cutting in and swerving, and things they do here in California that I've forgotten about now that I live in Alabama. Just funny, some things you forget. In Alabama you can you don't have to worry about what time of day that you're leaving to go someplace. You just kind of go, But out here, you really do have to kind of plan ahead, even if you don't have a boss and you don't have anywhere to be at a particular time. Unless you like sitting around in traffic, you got to really kind of plan ahead. So, but it's nice to know that even if you forget to plan ahead and you get stuck in traffic like I am, that you can just pull out your smartphone and make a quick video and make some money. So anyway, here I am, stuck in traffic in LA, thinking some thoughts. Got some time and I had some thoughts that I wanted to share with you. This event that we had here in San Diego, the Fight the Forces of Evil 2012, such a powerful event. Some of these other corporate events that other companies do, it's all, first of all, it's either a pitch fest where you've just got different marketers up there selling their latest and greatest product that you've got to have, right? Otherwise you're going to become destitute and poor and live on the street. Or it's one of these corporate events where it's just boring and they go through this certain procedure and you're falling asleep in your chair because it's so boring. Well, let me tell you, this event was something quite different than that. First of all, we had one hell of a time. Met some great people, made some great connections, and we partied. We had a great party the other night, just hanging out, talking to people, and just letting loose and having a good time, not worrying about what everybody else is thinking or having to say the right thing or trying to impress anybody. None of that. Just being able to be yourself. But one thing that was really powerful, because this actually was my first Empower Network event, and for me, and I'm definitely going to every single event from here on forward because of the power of big events. And if you're serious about making money, you've got to be here too. And I'll tell you, the next event that we're having is in Austin, Texas, 2013 in January. So about 4 months away. So you've got time to build for it. Because I'll tell you, if you can get people into the room like this, no matter where they're at, no matter what their belief level is, they will come out of there with a breakthrough, because they will realize that they don't have to worry about trying to figure out the secret, because there is no secret. The secret is you got to just change the belief between your ears. You got to fix what's between your ears first, and once you get your mindset and get your belief right, you can do anything that you put your mind to. You really can. And that was evident at the event. They do this thing called the Countdown Commission at these events, and it's such a powerful thing, because what they do is they basically will break down and ask everybody in the audience to stand up when they get to a certain income level. You go to these big corporate events and you think that everybody's making money because of what you hear on stage, when in reality they don't really ask, well, who's really making money in the crowd, because they don't want you to know. Because if you found out that nobody's making money and they're all there just getting you to buy their latest juice or whatever the deal is, then obviously it's not going to be very successful. But in the Power Network, it's different. They actually do this thing called a commission countdown, and it is super powerful. And just being in a room, standing in the middle of all these people, 3,000 people around, and having them count down the commissions to find out who's making money and who's not, and literally just to see how many people who had never made a dime in network marketing or affiliate marketing or even a dime doing anything online before, anything but working a job, they'd never made money before, come to Empower Network, get in, and have finally made their first commission. I mean, it's incredible when 95% of the room is standing up. Some people had only made $25. Some people had only made $100 or $125. Others had made $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, all the way up to a grand total now of $340,000 after 11 months. That was from one person. That's the engineer, the top income earner in Empower Network, who did this, built that income, working 4 hours a day, the same thing he'd always done for years, while he was working as an engineer full-time. So, if he can do it part-time while working a full-time job, funny thing is, he actually was making 5 times the amount of money he was making at his job, and then he got laid off. Isn't that funny? He kind of freaked out just because mentally he was like, you know, wow, I've never not had a job before. You know, he's always had lots of money, and now he's making a ton of money. But it was a real, you know, interesting process for him to have to go through. And because he wasn't going to quit, he just, you know, wanted that security. But when he realized he was making 5 times as much money, literally from his business as he was from his job, that he could actually stay at home and be with his kids and with his family and still make, you know, $50,000 a month. It'll change some things. It'll mess up your beliefs. It'll change some things around in a good way. So anyway, it was such a powerful event. So many great breakthroughs that people had. Just looking all around, I got some videos of it. You'll probably see a lot of other videos of it online of people who are at this event. You see these massive checks that people are earning, and they're just regular people. You know, they're not gurus. They're not people who've been in the industry forever. Some of them have, but then there's some people who, again, have never made a dime before, come into Empower, start making their first money here, and it just changes their beliefs. Because once you start making money, you know, once you wake up in the morning and you get a commission check and you think, ah, shoot, you know, I didn't really do much yesterday. Where does this check come from? It starts to change your beliefs. You start to realize that hard work is not necessarily the key to making money. You know, you can work hard and make money, or you cannot work hard and still make money. They're not connected. They're not related. So, you know, going to big events really is a game changer, because you may be there looking for the secret, but what you're going to experience, what you're going to feel is the reality of it. You're going to feel your beliefs change, because you can't help but see so many people around you who are less talented than you, who are not as smart as you, who are no better than you. When you see them all around you and you see them making money, and you realize, man, if they can do it, I can do it too. And so I encourage you, get to the next event. Start building for it, because I'll tell you, if you've got other people, or even if yourself, whoever you can get to an event like this, they will leave, and at the next event, they're going to have with them 50 people. And within a year's period of time, your organization will have grown substantially. And that's just for regular corporate events. This kind of an event, your belief just goes through the window. I mean, when you see the CEO of the company, okay, and this is a legitimate company, you know, they've got a huge support team in St. Petersburg, Florida. Started out from their internet, you know, from their living rooms, basically, and has just expanded into what it is today, which is a company that produces $12 million in revenue a month. And that's going to double here in a very short couple of months. Most successful internet-based company ever. And we are breaking the limits of what is possible. And we want you to be a part of it, because, you know, if you don't get in now, you're just going to see all your friends and all your family, everybody that you know, that you talk to, is going to be coming to you afterward and saying, hey, you heard about this Empower thing? Because it is revolutionizing the industry. It is revolutionizing what is possible in America, around the world, in this industry, or any industry for that matter. It's just people are making more money than they ever have before. And that's not hype. That is fact. We just came from the event, and I can show you pictures of people with the literal amount of money they've made in the last 11 months, just working this business at the Empower Network, part-time around their schedule. So anyway, traffic's starting to move here a little bit more, so I'm going to get going here, but just having fun here, shooting videos, while everybody else around me is just sitting there trying to cut in line and get it running. I'm just like, hey, whatever, I'm just here making money. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this video. Hans Schaff, the real Hans, coming to you from the real world here in Los Angeles as I drive up north to Sacramento here on a Monday afternoon, stuck in traffic. So as you can see, I'm smiling. Not smiling and dialing, but just smiling and cashing the checks. Hans Schaff, the real Hans. We'll see you in the next video.